Welcome. You're here early, that's good. Means there's something special about you. The Elysian might look a bit fancy, but she's been through more storms than I can count. She'll take care of you, and if you would be so kind, take good care of her. We got a whole lot going wrong around here. You better train up. We got terrors knocking on our infrastructure, and some mighty strange occurrences going on. I'm afraid our world is at risk. Without people like you, cornucopias might fall into darkness. Better get smart, get trained, and be ready. The storm is coming. I can feel it. I'd like to say we've been through worse, but this time I'm not so sure. Good luck out there. You're going to need every bit you can get.
Yeah, from the basement to the bull run, let's get it. We rise through every flame, we never quit it. I was down, charts red, blood on my paper. Learning every candlestick tear turned me braver. Support under pressure, resistance on my shoulders. Every loss was tuition, now my mind's bolder. Volume spikes in my vision, heat forge my fire. Stop loss on my doubt, take profit on desire. I grind while they sleep, midnight scroll through the data. Rising through the levels, breakout's my creator. They said I'd fold, I told them watch me unfold. Building Mr. Blaze, hard-tempered in the cold. We build amidst the flames, we never break. Climbing up the charts, making every play. Hard work pays off when the candles burn away. We're gonna make it, shine when the smoke clears day by day. We're gonna make it, watch us storm through the gray. Through every dip and delay, we still on our way. Margin calls tried to choke, turned them into fuel. TM maps in my soul, now I'm nobody's fool. Fibonacci guiding steps, Elliott waves align. Each rejection's in a center, step up the incline. Stop loss on my fears, breakouts in my mind. Bull runs in my blood, bear traps left behind. Hard-earned conviction, diamond in the rough. Trading hours till dawn, discipline's enough. The wick burns low, my spirit only grows. Ashes in my past, but I'm blazing for it now. Charts can't contain me, my vision unstoppable. We're gonna make it unbreakable. We forged through the fire, kept our faith unshaken. Analyzed every move, risk reward awakened. Building up our staking, every loss we've taken. We're gonna make it, see us rise when all's been shaken. We're gonna make it, our legacy's engraven in the book of the brave. We're the ones who remain. Let's go! Keep charting, keep grinding, never let it stop. We rise like we shine. We are unstoppable, unstoppable.
Ada gang. This is Ada Ace here, and I'm here for HydroDrip. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into the show today. So let's get over to the markets today. Alrighty, guys. So we're going to start looking over here at tap tools. Currently 24-hour DEX volume is a little over 4 million ADA. 24-hour NFT volume is a little over, or almost 26,000 ADA. 24-hour active addresses is a little over 19,000 addresses with a chain load of around 11%. So we're not really doing too much right this second. SNEC is up almost 4%. World Mobile's up almost 3%. Agix up 0.5%. Liquid is down about 0.5%. Igon is about flat. Min is down 2%. Strike is flat. Hosky is up 5.2% today. Shin is down about 1%, and Indy is up 1%. Let's look at the top 5 trending today. So SNEC, World Mobile, IUSD, a stable coin, Strike, and Flow. Now let's get over here to some charts. This is COC, and we did some TA yesterday, and we were saying higher high, higher low, higher high. And looking at this, we could be coming up to at least the 5, maybe the 618, up at 0.004 per ADA. So that's looking good there. And let's look over here at SNEC. SNEC is looking like it has a bullish divergence on the 12-hour. So I would look for us to continue further north. Let's look at Liquid here. Liquid is on a bullish trend here, but you do have a resistance line that I would be looking at right around 4.6 ADA per. So look for maybe some taking profit to happen there. Let's look at our Strike chart. So we are above the 2.618. So I would look for us to head back to the 2.4. And let's see, let's look at Bodega, see what they're doing, because they did get their V3 out yesterday. So they are coming down. They could come down a little bit, and then we could get this to actually send from here. I would just look around and see what we're looking at here. So let's go down a little bit, maybe to the 4-hour chart, see if we have anything. No divergences. So just look for it to kind of range in this area here. Let's see. What about some bank? Bank versus ADA here. We are down a little bit across this, but that is a bullish divergence that is starting to form here on the 4-hour chart for sure here, with your higher lows and your lower lows. So that could see a bullish reversal, and that kind of goes with a little bit of the news and everything that they have going on with their Bertha unit coming on board with Titan as well. Let's look at some Igon here. So Igon, no divergences that I see here on that chart. All right, so let's go over here to JPEG Store. Let's refresh and see what the NFT market's looking like. jpg.store is the NFT markets for Cardano, kind of like OpenSea. So we have Baby Cox Club that's up 2%, Chilled Kongs that's up 17%, Jelly Cubes up 8%, Sneckies is up 13%. You have the book Gutenberg Bible that's down just almost 1%. Mallards are up 46% today. And Cornucopia's file nodes up 8%. Land is about flat. Clay Nation's up 5% from yesterday, and to round it out, the C4 player pass is down 6%. Let's check our liquidity heat map here. Let's do a quick refresh. Alrighty, so we do have a little liquidity below us at 85, but hot liquidity up at 90. 91, 91.8, and 93.8. So there is definitely more liquidity above us than below us. Could grab just a tad below us there. So let's go over to our premium access from BOK. And let me see, I ran this just a little bit ago. So it wanted to short. Let's just check it again as trade. So this is BOK AI. You can go over to Splash, which is a DEX on Cardano, pick up at least 300,000 of their token, and you can get access to the lower level. The premium access that I'm using requires 3 million BOK token. Last time I looked was around 1,500 ADA. And then you can use this for, it's a lifetime subscription essentially there. Good morning, Ty Guy. Good morning. And let's see here. Our trade assessment, let's see, it's a S trade. So let's see. Let's read this. Let's make it a little bigger for you guys so y'all can see that behind me. So it's market analyst ADA price over the last 24 hours, a 15-minute candles, a declining trend from a high of 87.2 to 86.5 with consolidation at the 86 range. Their recommendation is a short from current price, stop loss of 86.7, a current target of 84.6, and then 83.9 using 5% of your trading capital. And it should take what they're saying between 12 and 24 hours. Price is showing a bearish structure with lower highs and lower lows through the day after initial drop from 87.2 to 85. There's a small retracement, but the price couldn't break above the 86.3 resistance level consistently. And the most recent price action shows rejection at this level, suggesting continued bearish momentum. With a 70 pip loss, stop loss, and a first target of 140, so that would be 1.4% and 0.7% if you don't know what pips are. This trade here's to the 1-to-2 ratio, and recommend taking 60% profit at target 1 and 40% at target 2. So let's also do the pro risk and see what they have to say about that. Well, it does. I'll hydrate some more. I always forget to turn the music on a little bit for y'all guys. I'm sorry. All right, so let's see this here. Risk adjusted return potential, a current RSI of 35.7 suggests that it's in oversold territory, indicating potential bullish reversal in the near future. Negative MACD and signal line values suggest bearish trend in the short term, which may limit the immediate upside potential. SMA of 86 is close to the current, indicating the market is trading around fair value. Given the mixed technical signals, the risk-adjusted return potential appears to be moderate, with a possibility of a short-term bounce followed by continuation of the bearish trend. Probability of stop-loss activation is, with the RSI being oversold and the MACD being bearish territory, suggests increased probability of stop-loss in the short term. So you should be careful, consider your risk management strategies, set appropriate stop-loss. Please set a stop-loss and use your proper position sizes. Alrighty, so enough of reading all of that. Let's get to the charts. So I started looking at the Binance chart because I will probably start trading on another exchange as well, trying to give Strike its opportunity here and everything, but I do want to be able to trade, and currently I am not able to trade on their platform. There does need to be some more liquidity, but there is the SNEC perps that I think should be coming today, and that'll cause some new movement in Strike's platform and everything else there. And essentially all we need to happen is the longs that were able to open at 50 cents to eventually close, or for the market to take a drastic change down here, go down to about 70 cents, freak out the people that have crazy profits from 50 cents, and then close their positions, fix the liquidity issue, and then all can be fine. So we're at the 4-hour chart. There is definitely a loud order block up here around the 90 cents area, which is around exactly where the liquidity is. So that makes sense. That's probably the heaviest. 488 million liquidation there, 449. There is a lot of liquidation volume in this gap between 90.5 and almost 92. So that works there. Let's go down to the 1-hour chart. I do have a trade that I did get in while I was watching and getting ready for the stream, because it did show. I'll show you where we're at, and I'll show you why I entered the trade, just so we can all be on the same page. Obviously I can't give you the calls if they happen before I'm live. I could have put it in the Discord, but I was in the middle of doing all of this and just took the trade on my the new platform that I could be using anyway here. So sorry about that. All right, so let's look at this here. So I'm using the Chart Prime Pro Market Dynamics Pro indicator right here. That's what's producing all of these order blocks and everything for me to look at here. So the reason why I entered the trade was we had a upwards pattern, a rising trading channel, and a rising trading channel typically breaks south, which it did. But as you can see, Chart Prime gave me a smart target and a measured move and said that it had hit both targets here and here. So I was starting to look for a re-entry for the move, at least to retest the trading channel before a potential move further south, trying to catch a good trade here. And we were at a soft order block with a lot of bullish momentum. 17% of this entire volume was ready to buy in this area. It gave me a bullish divergence. So you have a low, sorry here. So you have a low, I don't know why it is making my, it doesn't need, no extend. Thank you. So there is a higher high on the lows of your RSI, and we had a lower high on the price, which is a bullish divergence. So that is one of the reasons why I entered the trade when I did. We also had open value area gaps here. So you have them open here, you have them open here, and then you have the money flow POC that is all the way up here. Not even close to the 90 cents that we're talking about is where the liquidity is. So the liquidity is up here, guys. I'm trying to cut this trade probably 50% before we really should, but that's getting to the money flow POC here and potentially rejecting this as it comes back up to fall back over, coming down to collect more of our order blocks. So right now I'm in a scalp trade on a long, trying to scalp long here. Our entry was 86.07 with our stop at 85.5, and our take profit is at 87.92. I could actually make this a half take profit move my stop loss to about this order block, depending on what these order blocks do as it's going through. That is one thing that is cool about Chart Prime, is as this chart is changing and candles change, all of this data will update. So this is not static data. So this is pretty cool. I like that. We do have a minor bearish divergence that looks like it could be showing up here, but we do have rising money flow and rising volume on the Chart Prime Pro indicator there. We are at the bottom, and this new indicator that I was using did also show us at the oversold on this RSI. And what that RSI does is it produces these channels. This was a new indicator that Chart Prime put out yesterday that I saw. It's actually a free indicator. So it will produce the volume zones when the token was last at its RSI overbought or oversold. So we created one here. So even if we come back up and come back down, this is a zone that it could find a resistance and support in. Just in like what it is saying what it would be saying here is using this as a potential support and resistance zone. One reason why I have a take profit right before we get there, just in case we can get there and then it wants to reverse. And then you could use this one as that as well, on the north side as a second take profit. And then what I would do here is using this price target of 91.7. If we get to making this, we get through this, find this as a support, find this, get through this, and find this as support. This moment here, if we are able to find and get that as support, we show bullish changes on RSIs and everything else. We could get here and then go. So that's what I would be looking for. I also want to use these ranges as where you could look for them to come back to, potentially reset, to come here, to reset, to come here, to reset, and stair step up as well. I like this indicator. I did back test it yesterday, so I'm starting to use that in my repertoire. It is the RSI shift zone from Chart Prime. If you want the Chart Prime indicators that I am using, we have the link in the description and you can get those there. And when you do, you help out the HydroDrip project, and that the funds that we get through that link come as revenue to our holders of our NFTs and our tokens. Sorry, I'm a little off of it today if I'm being a little slow in everything today. So let's look at our 3-day trend, and this is the reason why I wanted to pull it here, because the 3-day trend, we are underneath it, and that would be a bearish retest if we were going to find a little lower, because at some point, guys, we do have to close our let me get you out here on the 4 hour so I can get you far enough. We do have to close our our market CME gap here. Jesus, guys, sorry. Alrighty, so that is my trade on Cardano. Let's look here at SNEC on the 4 hour. We are still just chugging along, up, 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 up. Let's see if we can hold it here. So I'm liking this one. So let's see what's going on the Cock coin. So here is the 4 hour chart on the Cock coin here. On MEXC, So the more volume we can get here on MEXC and the price goes up, then they arb this price towards all the dexes and create more volume. When they create more volume on the dexes, this token has tokenomics that creates a reduction of supply based upon volume traded. So it's pretty interesting on this token. So CryptoFace, if you're looking to spend your 100,000 somewhere, put it in MEXC for us and watch what happens. Let's see. Alrighty, so coming up on it here, so let's show you some of the new merch. So I do have my drip flip warm-up hoodie that I got in yesterday, so I will be wearing this in the risk booth at Rare Evo, showing off drip flip, and we should be having that on mainnet, flipping at least ADA and World Mobile Token on the Cardano blockchain. And we are in hopes that we will be able to have at least on the DevNet World Mobile Token flipping on World Mobile Chain when we are there. But if you are going to be at Rare Evo, you can find me in the at the risk booth, and I'll be showing off drip flip. So this is where you can get some of your merch. It is a revenue stream for HydroDrip. So any revenue that we do get comes back to our token holders and NFT holders. One other thing that I want to show you, I've been talking about, is the Mecha Labs. You go over to mechalabs.io, press the mint here button. It brings up the Yepple mint page. And these NFTs here are NFTs that are going to be purchased by you. Your ADA is going to be used to purchase Bitcoin miners, and we're going to create an entire ecosystem that essentially allows these NFTs to be alive on chain. They can die, basically saying they can be burned, they can be upgraded, their rarity can increase, thus increasing their yield potential in the markets and everything there. So another thing I want to say is come on over, give us a subscribe, just hit the button subscribe and whatnot there. I'm trying to get to the 500 subscribers so I can get to that first level. Obviously we got to get to the watch time hours and everything else like that. So if y'all want to help out my channel to get to the first level of monetization and things like that, or at least maybe give us the ability to do super chats or other things like that, get us to 500 subscribers, and then go watch all of my videos on every account that you can find to give us our watch time hours. I do have things that I do on here for Cornucopias. So if you want to know what is Cornucopias, what it looks like, other things like that, I have two of the most recent build 0.30 builds, which is their new upgrade to Unreal 5.6 and everything there. There are two almost 2 hour long live plays that I have going through some of the things. I didn't even touch a 1% of the game in those 4 hours. It is a massive game, and it's going to be an awesome game. So if you want to know anything about that, it is free to play. Right now it's in pre-alpha. You can download it now. You do have to have one of the NFTs or something of theirs that are game assets. So like the guns, the land, all the vehicles and other things are all NFTs that you can buy over here on JPEG Store, just like the land here. So you come over here, you can buy one of these lands here. You'll be able to get into the game, and then you'll own a land deed in Cornucopias that when the land rush happens, which they said was going to be in about 30 days maybe, then there would be your ability to own a piece of land in the game, be able to build on the property and other things like that. Was crazy on MEXC a few days ago. Huck had more volume than Sneck 300k. Yeah, I was seeing that. That was great. That helped out the liquidity that I have actually in Copcoin. I don't hold any of the token, and I don't have any of it locked because I decided to put mine into the liquidity pool because I understood the tokenomics and how that works. So I kind of like that. So that's where mine's set for the last couple of months. So I'm ready for it to moonshot and for that liquidity to just eat. So that's a little bit about Cornucopias here and my channel. So I would really like for y'all to subscribe, hit the like, and everything there. I think that's going to be it for the stream today. Let me go back over and make sure that we have our trade still in where it's sitting at. If it's been closed, I'm not really quite sure. Let me see here. I think this is the one that we're on. So we are still up on the trade a little bit. Let me show you here. So we're up 80 cents, 70 cents here. Oh, I got to show it to you. So there we go. Here, let me see. Oh, can't see nothing. What happened? There we go. Maybe here we go. So we're up 60 cents. We're up 60 cents, guys. I got a whole $25 in here. Just checking out the exchange, trying to see how it's going to work and other things there. But go down to the description. Go find all of our channels that I have listed down there. Those are all the people that I've watched over the years and got me to understand the TA like I do. So if you want to understand the TA like I do, go there. If you want to use BOK AI, go to buy those tokens, go over their Discord and get in and start using their product. If you have any questions about any other tokens or anything else, you can come into HydroDrip and I can help you out. You can also mint our NFTs. We yield 10 tokens. Our tokens yield different tokens, and all of the tokens and NFTs that we have at HydroDrip will earn a percentage of our yield revenue from the many different things that we have, between Hoskillion Air nodes, our Igon node that I have back here with 87 terabytes being used and 200,000 Igon staked to it, the drip flip, our other coming games, the marketing that we do, all of those types of things all come back as revenue. Also, when this channel gets monetized by YouTube and we're earning revenue, that revenue will come to HydroDrip as revenue as well and will be shared with our holders. So if you want to be part of that, go buy our NFTs. And if you don't know how to do that, you jump in our Discord and our NFTs mint right in our Discord. Thank you, FarmBot. But as that is, this is the end of the stream and I got to go to work. I got a doctor's appointment too. Oh, wait, one thing else. Let me come over here. I have a space with Wi-Fi. So if you don't know what Wi-Fi is, you want to know anything about the anything else that's coming up with Wi-Fi, we have a space here. Let me jump over here so I can show you. We have a space here on our page. Come over here, get your reminder set. It is at 9 a.m. my time and Central Time. So we can learn a little bit what's going on with Wi-Fi. You can learn a little more about HydroDrip and what we're doing and everything else there. So make sure that you come over to our X page and come to this space. Okay, guys? Alrighty, that is going to be it today. Y'all have a great day. Peace.